Hello, you're watching GameSpot Daily, the show where we cover all the news you can handle in around 15 minutes. I'm Callie.
Hi.
And I'm Chairman Michael. Hi.
Hi.
We're trying a new thing.
Hi.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
I'm trying a new thing, and it's called Working on a Monday.
That's
it's
not new.
It's not. Oh no. I'm trying to get myself together, and I think I've done it because we have a lot of good stories today.
We do.
Oh boy, yeah. We caught up on some Ghost Recon Wildlands stuff that just dropped today.
Yep.
I think, and we just found
dropped
out
this morning.
Yeah,
just
this morning.
a little bit ago.
Yeah, so we got some hot stuff on Ghost Recon. We're also going to be talking about esports because Olympic Committee might be considering it for 2024. But what is our lead story of the day, Callie?
Nintendo is suing emulator sites. This comes from PC Gamer. So this is our first story. It's really interesting, actually, because it's something that I've been curious about with Nintendo for a while. So there's two ROM hosting sites that have been targeted in this Nintendo lawsuit. The first is Love ROMs, and the second is Love Retro, which sounds like they might be affiliated with the same overall company.
They might be. They love their ROMs, but it looks like that will no longer be the case. So the lawsuit explains exactly why these two sites were chosen. When there are many ROM, I'm sure y'all know that there are many ROM sites out there, but these two in particular, this is quoted from the lawsuit, is this right here.
Yep.
Check it out.
Oh, let me put up some B-roll.
Yeah. That's all good.
I was not reading your signals.
I hate Mondays. It's like Garfield out here.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the lawsuit says the Love ROMs website alone receives 17 million visitors each month. Such visitors are drawn to the website by widespread availability of free, unauthorized copies of Nintendo's video games and other highly valuable intellectual property. The resulting popularity of defendants' Love ROMs and Love Retro websites has allowed defendants to reap substantial ill-gotten gains, including through donations to the site and the sale of advertising on Love ROMs and Love Retro websites.
So a little bit of legal jargon in there with the defendants and the repetition of the names, but basically Nintendo's arguing that because these sites are so popular and have so many visitors, that is why these sites in particular are being targeted, because they have reaped so many rewards from Nintendo's games.
Yeah.
Nintendo is therefore seeking $150,000 for each Nintendo game listed on the site.
Damn.
Up to $2 million for each trademark infringement and handover of domain names and ROM sources.
Yep.
Love ROMs, in particular, has removed all Nintendo games, and Love Retro, quote, has effectively been shut down until further notice.
Oh, boy. This is wild. This is big, I suppose.
There's a lot going on here. So I think the thing that makes this notable to me is, like, a lot of Nintendo games, old games, that you would get on a ROM site are available on various Nintendo platforms through Virtual Console, not on Switch, though. And to me, I mean, like, I don't know, I get frustrated having to buy, Super Mario.
Yeah.
Like 6 different times.
Yeah, this has been an ongoing thing with Nintendo platforms, because like I have a bunch of like Wii Virtual Console games, and if they do come to Switch, I would love to play them again. But it's like I bought that game already. I bought these many times already.
Well, yeah, it's like if you owned the NES or Super Nintendo, right? You've had the opportunity to purchase those games probably half a dozen times by this point, including like the NES Classic and the SNES Classic.
I was just gonna say
Virtual Console re-releases, like Chrono Trigger, for example. You have like the DS version that you can get, and then it's a little much, and I understand, even though it's like I can't condone because it is not legal, but I understand the impulse or the draw of ROMs.
Yeah. But
you shouldn't. Technically, they are illegal, but also I feel like there has to be a different model for Nintendo. I mean, they're not doing Virtual Console on Switch, so maybe that is something that's come. I mean, they have the it's almost like Netflix, where you can kind of like download the different games.
Oh,
and
multiplayer.
It seems like they're experimenting with it.
Yeah, who knows where that would go, but
yeah, I'm kind of like, I'm tired of paying for the same game.
Yeah. Oh boy, but Love Retro and Love ROMs are going to be paying a whole lot more because
Oh yeah.
yeah, because well the reason why again we said this in the quote, but again if you're just tuning in is that they're getting shut down in particular because they've received donations and advertising money on their ROM website, which is that's a no-no.
It is. It is an extreme no-no. I will also like to add that because I've purchased every copy, so just even the Pokemon games, I have red, blue, and yellow in the Game Boy cartridge form. I have a Japanese version of yellow that John Luke and his lovely girlfriend got me in Japan, and then I also have the Virtual Console.
Oh, geez,
red, blue, and yellow.
It's like
So I'm tired,
oh boy.
but also don't download ROMs because they are not legal. That's it.
That's not it for the show.
No, that's it for this story because we have so much more to talk about.
We're just turning up over here, and we're gonna talk about what just dropped this morning. We hinted at the top of the show. Is that So we had Splinter Cell crossover for Ghost Recon,
Yes, we did.
and now we're getting Rainbow Six Siege crossover for Ghost Recon Wildlands. So we check this out real quick.
Yeah. So it's coming as part of Special Operation 2. It launches on all platforms tomorrow, July 24th for Season 2 pass holders, and it's July 31st for everyone else. And that's, of course, in Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Yeah, there's a new 2-part mission, Operation Archangel. And so Siege, if you're caught up on your Rainbow Six Siege lore, you will recognize these operators. So as the story goes, for Operation Archangel, a siege operator, Caveira,
Sure.
has gone missing in Bolivia. Bolivia is where Ghost Recon Wildlands takes place. And another operator, Valkyrie, has tracked down Caveira, and we're gonna go rescue this Rainbow Six Siege operator. Yeah, and then you'll also work with operator Twitch during the mission. Twitch, not the streaming platform, but Twitch,
But the operator,
the Rainbow Six Siege operator. And this is going to be playable either solo or in co-op, so you can get your buddies and enjoy a little Ghost Recon Wildlands with Rainbow Six Siege sprinkled in there. And when you beat the mission, you unlock Caveira's gloves.
Yep.
When equipped, players can use Caveira's close quarters combat move. So that's a kind of a neat addition, I suppose. And this reveals positions of all enemies in the vicinity. So it's like you get those sweet operator perks with Caveira's gloves in Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Nice.
That's what's up. And
I'm gonna pull up that same trailer but bigger so everyone can see because it was playing
Bigger.
in Twitter. But while we finish talking about this,
bigger.
Do we talk about the 2 siege-inspired classes?
I did not.
Okay, 2 new siege-inspired classes have been added to Ghost War. Toxic, which is inspired by the operator Smoke. Or I guess it's a class. So it deploys a drone which can emit toxic smoke. And then Surgeon, which is inspired by the operator Doc. That makes sense. It's a stim pistol that can revive enemies at a distance. So Ghost Mode is also getting 2 new maps, Factory and Checkpoint, as part of that.
Cool. And there's a new Rainbow Six gear pack. You'll get Caveira's Luson handgun.
Sure.
I haven't really played much Caveira, so I'm not sure what that does or what the thing is there. But you also get the HK-416 assault rifle and Valkyrie's head wrap and Twitch's balaclava. I was about to say baklava. That's very different.
I still have not really wrapped my mind around which one is which.
Baklava is the dessert.
I know. Like, I know that one's a dessert and one's a head wrap. But
Yes.
I just have a really hard time with that.
Words are tough, man.
Yeah. That's why
That's why we're on.
our editors.
I rode the struggle bus to work this morning, so I'm trying to keep it together. Oh boy, if you were here at the top of the show, I was not put together. But as the show goes on,
Hey.
I'm slowly being pieced.
Beast.
Getting
The show
pieced.
must go on. And that's not something people say during sports games, but we'll just pretend it is because we got to talk about esports.
Oh, damn it.
All right.
Esports.
Esports are being considered for the 2024 Olympics in France.
Yeah. Whether or not video games are included is up to the International Olympic Committee, so the IOC, that is, and the Global Association of International Sports Federation held a forum to discuss it. Now, this is just a discussion. They're not trying to reach a conclusion. Conclusion. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
They said this in particular. They held it to begin a dialogue to build joint understanding and set a platform for future engagement between esports, between the esports and gaming industries and the Olympic movement. So.
Yep. Over 150 representatives attended, including Jacob Lyon of the Houston Outlaws from the Overwatch League Commissioner Nate Nanzer, IOC President Thomas Bach, and former NBA player and investor Rick Fox.
Rick Fox is my boy.
Yeah, so this was at the forum. The forum wasn't meant to arrive at an answer, but it was meant to further the discussion about the potential inclusion of esports down the line.
2024 it's a long way from now, so there's time to figure this out. And we have a juicy quote from IOC Sports Director Kit McConnell. Kit McConnell said this, is that the esports forum was a unique opportunity to hear from a wide variety. Hold on. Okay, back to us. Wide variety of stakeholders, including some of the top players themselves.
He also said, quote, there was a consensus that future collaboration will be based on ensuring that any activity supports and promotes the Olympic values. And while the goal was not to develop a pathway towards the inclusion of esports on the Olympic program, we have a strong plan for ongoing dialogue and engagement and are in a strong position to coordinate and support the wider engagement of the Olympic movement with esports.
Yeah, more forums are planned in the future as discussions evolve, I suppose. And the IOC will ultimately have a vote on the esports inclusion. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. The official list will be announced after the 2020 Olympics in Tokyo. And last year, the IOC president, Thomas Bach, said violent video games might not be included. And with FIFA and Madden titles to be more likely featured. Okay, yeah, because the whole time I was thinking about Overwatch, because Overwatch League is such a big phenomenon.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not. And then I was like, okay, yeah. And we had Overwatch B-roll. I was like, oh, okay, Overwatch in the Olympics? This might be interesting. And it's like, well, how do they define violent? Do they consider cartoony violence like Overwatch violent?
Well, I like the idea that violent video games are more violent somehow than like high-impact sports.
Yeah.
Like football
like
is,
boxing.
not that football is included in the Olympics, but football is, or like boxing is a better example, incredibly violent and physically dangerous. I don't understand why Overwatch is worse than that.
Yo, if kids watch a boxing match, they're going to take it to the streets and start socking fools in the mouth.
I guess. Yeah, I mean, so
They won't.
the reason that we are thinking Overwatch is because we have this that was the trailer, what we just showed for our Building the Overwatch League series that Tamora and Lucy and Joey and Richard worked on for a really long time. So of course we have like Overwatch on the brain, but I mean, I guess like is Dota considered violent? I mean, it's not
it's like fantasy violence. My opinion. It's like, yo, I'm casting spells and shit. Like,
also Dota. The other thing about esports is certain games are easier to watch casually than others. So like Overwatch, I feel like you could watch casually and kind of
get an idea of what's going on.
Like, you don't necessarily have to play a ton of Overwatch to watch it. Dota is really hard to watch if you don't know what's going on. And it depends on the quality of the caster. I think like Pokemon is really, really hard to watch and can be incredibly boring if you don't know what's going on. So I don't know. That's also is like, but of course I find some sports very boring to watch because I'm like, oh, don't care what's going on. So
that's fine.
I think basketball is the most fun to watch.
Oh, basketball. Yep, I love balling up. I miss balling up. Oh, man. All my homies, we used to ball up at Skyline Rec Center. Oh, man. The courts was all messed up, but it's all good. But anyway, esports is on the brain for today. And it's funny that we're talking about esports now because last week on Thursday, I talked to Cheddar, our friends over at Cheddar, about Overwatch League's finals. That's happening. That's happening real soon.
Yeah,
that's this weekend, or is it tomorrow?
I
don't know. No, it's not tomorrow.
I don't know. All the days blend together.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, we talked about esports every time. We were talking about whether or not you see an expansion of esports. There's a lot of investors, as you know, Rick Fox, Shaquille O'Neal has his own esports team. A lot of these Overwatch League teams are also owned by people who have stakes in other sports teams. Like the Boston Uprising are owned by Kraft Group, which is Robert Kraft, who owns the New England Patriots. Makes sense. And I think like the Philadelphia 76ers have a very wide range of esports investments. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see in the Olympics. Discussions will continue. And you can be sure that we are going to report on it.
Right here on GameSpot Daily, where we report on all sorts of things, including Nintendo ROMs and lawsuits and Ghost Recon Wildlands crossover stuff. We talked about all that today, and we will talk about more tomorrow. We got to thank Matt Padgett and Tony Wilson for getting our notes together. Eric Tay for coming in here and sorting out an HDMI cable situation.
Yes, it was a situation indeed. We're on the lookout for the studio bandits.
The culprit.
Yeah, we're gonna track y'all. We're gonna track you down,
Yeah.
whoever y'all are. Oh,
We should thank you for watching our show. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming in on a Monday and watching us. Hopefully, get things rolling. Because oh boy, yeah, let's dip out now.
Okay. Well, we're back every weekday at 11 a.m. PT, so we'll catch you tomorrow for more news. See you then.
Goodbye.
Bye.